I think most of us we're not necessarily taught or kind of really remotely used to thinking about what a next action actually is and how granularly it needs to be defined and how important that actually is. And, after all of my kind of humble pie years of practicing and teaching this, I continue to catch myself, oftentimes as part of a weekly review, I'm looking at my action list and there's that thing, right, that's been sitting there. And it's one thing if something maybe is more of a Sunday maybe. It's another thing when it's not really defined granularly enough in the first place. So, for example, I was doing one of my recent weekly reviews. I was reviewing my list and I saw buy winter gear on my errands list. And I have a project called Nantucket Christmas trip planned and organized. I'm super excited. So I have buy winter gear as my next action. And it's been sitting there and like we're getting closer to December and I'm like not getting anywhere. And so, finally I slowed down, I look at that and I just started laughing. Because it's totally ridiculous buy winter gear. First of all, the fact that I had it on my errands list, like I'm just going to get into my car and put Nantucket or winter gear into the GPS. And somehow, I'm going to be directed toward exactly what I need. And I laughed at it. I think I'm so excited for this trip. And I think my enthusiasm kind of overrode my logic. But I looked at that and I was like, okay, like what's really going on here? So I realized that kind of number one, I need to get into my closet and kind of figure out what I already have, like catalog what I already have. Step one. Step two, from there, really figure out what, if anything, I need to buy. I live in Southern California. I'm guessing I have stuff to buy. But it was like that realization, right? Like I actually need to figure out what I have first and then what I need to buy. And then from there, what's the next action? And from there, what's the next action? So, it was a fun, yet once again, humble pie realization. So, my invitation is, next time you're looking at your list, maybe as part of your weekly review, look to see, is there anything that you're kind of stuck on? And, just slow down and really ask yourself, is this defined granularly enough to the point of something I could actually do? And if not, maybe just break it down a little bit further, because we all recognize that, action lists that aren't really actionable, they tend to, sit there, collect dust. Sometimes, like in my case, I was kind of stressful. I was like, buy winter gear. I was like getting stressed from that because, we're in November, this trip is a month away. The action that I had to find was actually causing stress because it wasn't actually something I could do. So just, great opportunity to refine our practice. And I hope this helps. Thanks so much.